understand how dark it is? How far down the line we are? How late it is? Jordan, before we go any further, fire out your website for folks. We're going to post it on prisonplanet.tv right now as well. We're live on prisonplanet.tv, not just on the radio. There's several sites out there, but what's your main site?
JordanMaxwell.com. Try and keep it simple. Just JordanMaxwell.com. And
I hope we don't crash your servers today like last time.
Well, I know, but last time we were talking about a possible project that the two of us might do. I would like to do an hour and a half minimum of a 90-minute presentation, put it on film, and do it right. Because I've never been able to do any of my work, with the good technological stuff that's available today. I don't have, but I would like to do something on this one symbol that I was telling you about, because I am totally convinced that if the people were to see what I'm talking about, it's very difficult to impress anyone just talking about something. You'd have to see it. But if I could do something with this subject that I've been working on since '67, like I said, for 40 years I've been looking at one symbol and one subject that has captured my imagination. And today it's everywhere. It's in newspapers, as I said. Everywhere you look is the symbol that I have been working with and looking at for a long time. And the implications are just staggering. Hollywood has been pouring. Today, Hollywood is pouring out this symbol everywhere, in movies and television and songs, especially in music. So, let me
make a wild guess at it, Jordan. The elite are preparing the Earth for the arrival of an entity. That's what they believe.
That's right. Exactly. And as far back as the ancient world, they were using a particular symbol. The ancient kings were, and the ancient princes were using this symbol everywhere. And as I said, the Greeks used it. That was used in Egypt. It was used in Babylonia. And especially was it used in the Roman Empire. And then, of course, coming into Britannia and into Europe, it was everywhere among the royals of Europe. And now in America, it is everywhere. And unless you go back to the beginning and see what this thing really meant and trace it through history and begin to see how ancient this apparatus really is, it's not going to really hit you until you see it. And when you finally see it for the first time, it will be shocking to the world to know this stuff goes back, thousands of years.
Jordan Maxwell, why is Kissinger and others hailing Obama as the one that will unify the world and bring in the New World Order? Or is that wishful thinking? I mean, why would they be saying that now about a leader?
I think that they already, because of the symbols that he's using, because of the symbols, words, and terms that he's using, it implies for me that this is a very long, well laid out plan that I was seeing already, and back in '67, they were laying out the words, the terms, the strategy, and how it was going to come about, the words that would be used, the symbols that would be used. And now to see this happening today with Obama tells me that this is the combination, this is the final blow on the earth of something that I've been aware of for 40 years, and the world has been talking about for thousands of years. It's a very powerful story once you finally see it.
Well, stay there. Long segment coming up. What is this force, this dark force that, whether people believe in it or not, the elite believe in it, and everything they do is designed to bring this in? I want to explain to people, whether they believe in the supernatural or not, the elite do, and that's a fact. And there's different mystery religions, but they all basically have the same tenets as you go up the pyramidal power structure. But you're saying in your research the highest level cult is this sunrise cult or the morning star cult. And clearly, Oprah Winfrey's, her symbol, governmental symbols, Obama, we are seeing it more and more. They believe they manifest the power by that. And when you study the beliefs of this cult, let us in on a little bit of your own research on that and why this is such a dangerous time and so horrifying for humanity in your research.
Well, it's hard to put into words. As I said, You need to. It's not something that I could just come out and shoot for a couple of days and it's done. No, this subject is too big. I've got quite literally hundreds and hundreds of documents, pictures, photographs explaining this story, because it is not easy to talk about. It's not easy to tell, because it's too simple to just mention a particular cult and a particular symbol. Nobody gets the effect of it. It's when you sit down and you begin to see how Hollywood has used this, how the motion picture industry, how the news organizations, the symbols that are used in government, the symbols which are used in federal and state seals, and going back into the British Empire and tracing it back, then you begin to see how all-encompassing and overwhelming this particular subject is and this particular symbol is. It will finally hit you how big this thing really is.
And that signifies, though, that's what I keep asking. I mean, the fact that they're now going with everything. They suddenly display the symbol, moving away from the eye to the rising sun over the earth. They move into that, which I guess signifies in their hierarchy, and correct me if I'm wrong, that they are now engaging, the final plan?
Yes, the ultimate final conclusion to thousands of years of a plan that was laid out a long time ago is finally being blanketed across the world, and no one is able to comprehend the how large this thing is, how big it is, and the implications of it. It's just it's staggering story, and I don't even know what to do with it. I don't even know how to explain to the audience how big this thing really is, how ancient it is, and how serious our existence is on this earth because of this incredible ancient apparatus that was set up thousands of years ago, and the whole idea is coming from the darkness of night into the new light of a new world order.
Well, did you hear his acceptance speech, where he kept saying the new age, the new age, the new age? Barack Obama went, his inaugural speech. Please continue.
Yes, I know. It's all part and parcel of what I'm talking about. And that's
coming into the new age, coming into the new light. Why are you saying that's so dangerous?
It is profoundly dangerous, because the people who are doing it they're hearing it and they don't understand at all the terms that are being used and the catchphrases, what they mean. Well, the same thing is true today with the elite who are running the world. They have a lingo. They have symbols and words and terms that they use among themselves, that they know what they're talking about, and they realize that the people of the world have no idea about what they're saying, what it means. And once you've cracked this code of words and terms, it's staggering and it's frightening in its implications. And that's what I've got.
Because they're saying, at least with the Earth First Battalion and what the Pentagon says and what General Stubblebine and others have said, that the new age means killing most of us, doesn't it?
Well, I'm afraid so, yes, because it's part of the agenda. And
the new man, the cybernetic merger of humans into machines, and the extermination of the majority of us.
That's right, because they are dumbing down the humans while making the machines and the computers able to think for themselves. And so in America, we like to brag that we've got computers that can think for themselves. And I say, thank God, because the people can't.
So the new age, one facet, I know I oversimplified all, but one facet of the new age is the new man, the new creation.
That's right.
And the old man goes bye-bye.
You've got it. That's exactly one of the most important terms, is the new man. And when you begin to see what that term new man actually implies, and why Adolf Hitler talked about all the time creating the new man, why Stalin in his writings talked about the coming of the new man. In my humble opinion, this is it. There is nothing to come after this.
You have never said that before. You have never said that in 49 years of research. You've never said this is it.
This is it. But as far as I'm concerned, there is no doubt in my mind, because I've watched the steps and watched it progress over the years and looked at it from every point of view. I've taken this to other authors, writers, researchers in private, and they're looking at it, and we're studying this thing. Up until now, I have always believed that there was going to be some way that people would wake up and find out and be able to thwart this thing. But now I am totally convinced that the last and final stroke has been put into place now, and now it's a survival of the human race. Now it is cosmic in proportion.